So, for all you sycophants out there that just think that Trump is the most masculine man you've ever known, he's tough. He doesn't take crap from anyone. He tells it like it is. He's the man. Take a look at this news story. Trump campaign says it won't commit to Harris debate until she's confirmed as nominee. After Vice President Kamala Harris accused former President Donald Trump of backpedaling on a debate, the Trump campaign said Thursday it would not commit to any future debates until the Democratic Party formally chooses a nominee. President Joe Biden's decision to step down from the Democratic ticket on Sunday threw previous debate plans into doubt. While the Biden and Trump campaigns had agreed to a debate hosted by ABC on September 10th, it is unclear if it will go on as planned. I have agreed to the previously agreed upon September 10th debate. He agreed to that previously, Harris told reporters after landing at Joint Base Andrews Thursday. Now it appears he's backpedaling. But I'm ready, and I think that the voters deserve to see the split screen that exists in this race on a debate stage and say, I'm ready. Let's go. And so, I'm ready. Let's go. Steve Cheung, Trump's campaign communications director, said in a statement last Thursday that it would be inappropriate to schedule things with Harris because Democrats very well could still change their minds, since Harris is only the party's presumptive nominee. Harris quickly hit back on social media. What happened to any time, any place, she said in a post on X. Democratic delegates are expected to vote virtually to confirm Harris as the party's nominee by August 7th. Trump, for his part, officially clinched the Republican nomination last week at the Republican National Convention. Trump told reporters earlier this week he wants to debate Harris, but he's not yet agreed to anything. I haven't agreed to anything. I agreed to a debate with Joe Biden, but I want to debate with her, and she'll be no different because she has the same policies. I think debating is important for a presidential race. I really do. You sort of have an obligation to debate. And then I'd like to show you a couple TikToks, actually, but for the moment, there's one. This is an interview from a clip from an interview with Pete Buttigieg. I think it's a good summation of the Trump campaign's response here.
It's extraordinary. Tough talk is this guy's calling card. And now there's this extraordinary show of weakness. He agreed to, he said anytime, any place. But more than that, he agreed to this specific debate on this specific network on this specific date. And now he's pulling out. And of course, it shows that he's afraid. It shows that he knows if the two of them are on a stage together, it's not going to end well for him. It's extraordinary.
So, I mean, not one to agree with Pete Buttigieg very often, but he's completely right. Pardon my language, Trump's being a bitch. He's being a pussy. In fact, the entire Republican Party seems to be in shambles right now. Back when I was feeling confident that Joe Biden was, almost certainly going to win election, that confidence is increasing for me in regards to Kamala Harris, just because of how distraught the Republican Party is right now in regards to Kamala Harris. They did not expect this. And their rhetoric was associated with Sleepy Joe. Their rhetoric was associated with, Joe Biden's this incompetent old man who doesn't even know where he is on any given day and isn't fit for the job. Well, they can't say that for Kamala Harris, right? They have to completely go to the drawing board and just come up with completely new attacks on Kamala Harris. We'll see how dirty or clever their attacks end up being. But they're scared. They're scared. And actually, if I may show you, this was back when Nikki Haley was still running for president. I think this is a hopeful clip to understand what's going on.
If Donald Trump is the nominee of the Republican Party, we will have a President Kamala Harris. That's just a fact. And the party that gets rid of their 80-year-old candidate is the party that will win. There will be a female president of the United States. It will either be me or it will be Kamala Harris. There's no way that Donald Trump is going to win this election. You're going to have a female president of the United States. It's either going to be me or it's going to be Kamala Harris. Joe Biden is not going to be the nominee, I would make any bets about that. The party that gets rid of their 80-year-old candidate is the party that's going to win.
Who do you think will be the Democratic nominee?
Well, I've said there's going to be a female president of the United States. It will either be me or it will be Kamala Harris. And if Donald Trump is the nominee, mark my words, we will see a President Kamala Harris.
So, I mean, those are striking words from all the way back in February of this year. Not that anyone was paying deep attention to Nikki Haley back then, or ever really, but that's, I think, a symptom of that's someone speaking the quiet part out loud. I think the Republicans are terrified now, because now it's not an election between two old men that nobody likes. It's an election between an old man that many people don't like and Kamala Harris. A Black Indian woman who has already had a career as a vice president, prosecutor, senator, and so forth. So again, the Republicans are terrified. They don't know what to do. And this changes the ball game entirely. There's even an op-ed uploaded on Fox News on their website by Newt Gingrich, and it's titled, "Take it from me, Republicans, Kamala is a strong candidate. Don't underestimate her." And he says a little bit farther down here, if I may, I'm not going to read the whole thing. However, Harris will turn out to be a much better candidate than Republicans think. As District Attorney and Attorney General of California, she was an effective litigator. In the Senate, she was an aggressive interrogator, especially with the U.S. Supreme Court nominees. She reminds me of some athletes who are great at game time but mediocre in practice. Presidency was practice, and she loafed through it, letting her laugh be a primary symbol. Now she will be the real game. She may be shockingly better than Washington Republicans expect. Harris will have the advantage of assembling a team of Obama veterans. The opportunity to defeat Trump will draw them to the campaign. If she listens to them, she will be formidable. It has been an amazing stretch from the assassination attempt on President Trump to now. It is not going to get smoother or more predictable. So, I mean, I'm like I said, there's I'm more hopeful now than I was. It's sort of back to my, default setting optimism with Biden. Like I said, I mean, people are actually being mobilized for Kamala Harris candidacy. And again, the fact that Republicans are so scared and they're not even willing to commit to a debate with her right now. A former presidential candidate and, a longtime Republican politician like Newt Gingrich, those people are saying, yeah, we think Kamala's got a chance. Don't mess with her. Kind of thing. Again, the landscape's just altered permanently. And it's sort of gratifying to see. It's gratifying to see your enemies squirm so much. And I think it points to the political landscape. So it points to the fact that it's not just Trump doesn't just he's not just automatically going to get it. Many people thought, well, against Trump, or against Biden, he's automatically going to get it. That's changed.